Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Sorry, guys. Today just have some technical glitch on the things. So because of that, it's logging little late. But I believe if everyone join, we can start the session directly. And just wait 1 minute. Let's see all are done with the things and we'll start. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Okay. So let's start the session. Let me talk about what is the plan for a day, folks. So basically, today's plan will be we have small topic pending on a NumPy that is called indexing and slicing. We'll be going ahead with that first, indexing and slicing, and then we'll be going ahead with the hands-on for your NumPy, where I will give you one query. After that, I'll give you a time 2 to 3 minutes, or depend upon the query. Suppose it is 5-6 queries together, then it's a 5 minute. Then I want you to go ahead with the things first and then share me the solution, and then we'll see together what are the solution for those code. Whatever we learn, that will be depend upon those queries. So that's a plan for a day. So let me share my screen. Whiteboard is visible, right, folks? Okay. So let's continue. So now we'll be discussing about indexing and slicing. This is a concept which already we heard about when we are talking about the particular concept called your list also. When we learn the data type list and their string list, we heard about indexing and slicing where we have two rules. Same thing in an array also. When we do about the indexing and slicing, there is a two way to do that. First thing, there will be a start colon end. And second step, this is the first one. Either you follow this syntax, depend upon our requirement, we need to follow, or else start, end, and step. Apart from this two, there will be no indexing slicing tool. Whatever topic you learn, whatever topic you go ahead with the indexing and slicing, this two will be the rules of the indexing and slicing, or you can take as a syntax of indexing and slicing, which we need to follow for every time. Now, take as example, remember that in Python, there is a two thing we always follow, the two type of indexing in a Python. This is a concept of your slicing, where we need to slice it. Okay. Basically, what happened? Indexing and slicing, nothing but there's a rule where we are trying to fetch the individual data depend upon our requirement from our data list. When I talk about slicing, there is a two rule. Either you go ahead start and end, either you go ahead start, end, and step. When I talk about the indexing, there will be the two types of indexing in a Python with support. That is positive indexing and a negative indexing. Both the things can be supported by the Python. Now, positive and negative both is used for to fetch the value. You can use a positive to also fetch the same value, and you can use for negative also to fetch the value. How it will be? Take as example, I'm taking a 1D array. Okay, this is my 1D array. This is my values where I store in my 1D array. Now, in a 1D array, when we start with this side, the particular starting, not a last. Starting, when I start, that will be the positive indexing will be start. And by default, positive indexing always will be from 0. And the negative indexing always start from the last, and it is by default start from -1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. And it is goes on. Same thing, how the positive, how the negative it goes on. Now, take as example, you just want this particular value. Suppose this one, and this one. So what will be the indexing for this? If you follow the first one, because you are continuous wanted, we don't want step. Then if I take array name is suppose ARR. So what will be the code for that? ARR. I need to start from where? 2. And I need till 4 means 5. What is, if you remember that, whenever you go, end will be always -1. Either you use a positive indexing, either you use a negative indexing. In a Python, whenever you are taking the end value, it always take a -1. It's not about only indexing slicing. If you observe the for loop conditions also, when we use a for I in range, that also the last value is always -1. So here also when I use 5, 2:5, the meaning it start from 2, 5 means 5 minus 1, 4. So to get this 3 value, this is my indexing cost. Now the same thing we can do in a negative indexing also. For negative indexing, from where I need to start it? I need to start from -4. -4 to -1. Same rule. Here we use a backward type of indexing. -4, it started 3. -1 means now again the same rule. -1, -1. What is the meaning of that? -2. Till -2 it will be reached. Either you use positive or negative, that is your wish. There is no compulsory you need to use it only positive, you need to use only negative. No. But there is a way to use it to get the value. What value we want to, we need to work on that. Same way, suppose I need a values to jumping one by one, then the step will become here. Suppose you need don't want a particular 2, 4, this is 6, 6. Then 1 jump, then you can put it like you need to start, right? ARR, start and end, you don't want to give directly, you give 2. What is the meaning of that? The array will be start from the by default starting, end will be by default last, only 1 jumping. So 1, 2, then start from 1, 1, 2, it will be 3, then again 1, 2, it will be 5, then again 1, 2, there is nothing. So what will be the output for this index? 1, 3, 5. So this is how this indexing happened with the 1D array. This is for a 1D array. Any doubts for 1D array? Understood how we'll do the indexing and slicing in 1D array? This is same like your list. Array 1D and list, it is like a same. Any question, folk, till now? Okay, Suraj, this side it's on there. Yeah, what happened? Do you get anything else? Yeah, I'll repeat once. Surely, folks, I'll repeat. Sorry, I'm little confused. Like where we get it, like what is the name visible for you guys when I join? I think it's my name, it's Saundarya, right? Is it visible for you guys? Yeah. Then why it's like, did you receive from somewhere? Is it like that? Sorry, I'm not getting it, Ashwarya. This mail seems to will be remember this mail. It's okay. Maybe there will be little confusion regarding the name, folks. No problem. It's regarding some glitch on that. I'll talk to them. No problem. I think I'll be continue with you guys. Yeah, I'll explain, guys. I'll explain again. Okay. Let's no. When we talk about the, let's talk about from the starting, we call as indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing. When we talk about indexing and slicing, indexing will include the two things. One is positive indexing and second is a negative indexing. And slicing will follow the two rules to be there. Either you go ahead with start, colon, end, and second one will be start, end, and step. So this will be the rule, first of all, for indexing, slicing. Apart from this, there is no other rule for the indexing and slicing. The first thing, we have both the type of indexing will be there, positive values and negative value. And for the slicing, two things. And end will be always, remember, it is -1, end -1, because that is a rule in Python. It follows either you go ahead with in control statement, either you go ahead with the values, either you go ahead with list, string, anything, end will be always -1, it will go. So whenever we give 5, it means 5 minus 1, it will go ahead with the 4. So remember that in our mind. Now, when we do this type of indexing, take as example, we're taking a 1D array. See, Vara, when we talk about without start, without end, okay, that indexing is just, we are taking in a 2D array, we are just passing the value. In 1D array, we need to go. What we talk about indexing, we are just giving the index value directly to get the values without having start and end. That is a different one. This is the main common rule for indexing and slicing, Vara, which you are taking. If you want to take any individual value, we are not doing any indexing and slicing concept there. We are just giving the index value there to get the value. But if you needed to divide the particular thing and what without start, without end, that is our way to manipulate our code. I understand. What is the question? Is it your question like that? You don't want to give the start value, you directly give the end value. Same way, you don't want to give the end value, you need to give the start value. This is not a type, Vara, okay? This is a way which we are manipulating. We are the developer, we are manipulating. These two are the rule of that. If you observe it here, particularly, Vara, what happened? I won't give any value, but my rule is same. This is a start. This is the end. I use a colon. See the colon? I use the colon. Colon is not removed. My formula is used here, but only I won't give the value there. The same way, Vara, you can do for this way also. Where you won't give any start value, you won't give any end value, you won't give any step value. In that time, what happened? This is again a one way of approaching, and that time by default values are taking. By default values are taking. By default values are what, guys? Start will be the starting, end will be the last, step will be 1. Start will be the first value. First value of a list, end will be the last value of the list, and step will be 1, means no changes. So that will be, guys, it's like a particular thing. It's like just to manipulate our thing. Okay, I think, Vara, you are clear now. What is that? Basically, concept by we have only two types. Either start and a step. There is no ways. These are like a ways. Different ways we are introduce it, we are handling it. That is like a different ways, guys, there. Now, take as example, we are taking one particular 1D array. First of all, just go ahead with the 1D array where we have a values here. As I told you, when we are having a value, start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Positive value start from starting and negative value start from last. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Now, whatever value you want, you need to write a code for that. Suppose take as example, A is my array name. Now I need a value from this one, this one, this one. So what will be the slicing will be this? Start from 1. End will be 4, because always we know end will be -1. Then I got this value. Now suppose you need a negative way. So you can write the same output. For that you can use negative values also. -5 to -2. -2 minus 1 is -3. So it will reach -5, -4, -3. So you can use negative values also to get it the particular things there. Negative value always start from the backward side. Backward means this side. You can use for the reversing also. If you use a -1 for the step, it will be giving you the reverse order of your list. No, negative will not start with 0. By default, negative will start from -1. Positive will start from 0. Negative will, see, negative value if 0, how it will be there? That 0 will never can be negative, right? That's why negative value start from -1. That's a numerical concept. 0 always we are holding as a positive value. So when we are taking a negative value, we can't make 0 as a, because 0 is a neutral value. It's not a positive also, we cannot a negative. So that's why positive value we are keeping start from 0 and negative value -1. That is a by default value. We can't change that. In slicing concept, we can't change that. These values. We need to follow in that rule only. This is how we are doing for 1D array. Clear? Yes, that is correct, my brother. It is there. But the indexing, how they started now, it's not in our hand. That is like rules, like there will be syntax, right? How to start at the thing. Same thing, that will be the syntax for your positive value by default start, negative value by default start. Okay, 1, 4, the output will be 2, 3, 4. Nishan, for this one, output will be this. We need this output, right? 2, 3, 4. So for that, 1 with the 4. If we have to print 6, 5, 4, then code will be array minus. No. 6, 5, 4. If you start from -1 to -4, there is nothing. -1 to -4, how you go back? If you want a 6, 5, 4, okay, reverse order. But you can use the jumping on that, because when you use -1 to -4, now it give again the plan. Not -3. -3 not. See, Rakesh, remember, if you use -3, this is also going with the -1 now. And -2, -1, how much? -3, right? It will keep. So it will be -2. Yes. Yeah, I'll show the output calculation also in a Jupyter notebook. Don't worry, folks. As of now, I'm giving it here. Why? Just to understand the things. If you use negative value, folks, here, okay, as I told you, start will be anything. Okay, I started from -4. When I keep -2 as an end, then this 2 value will be print, because end will always go -1. So -2, -1, -3. So -4, -3. So output will be 2, 3. This will be the output. No, Shubham, then it will be give the blank C. Let's see this in a Jupyter notebook. Then you will get a more clarity. Let me just share my screen 1 second. Because when you see this in a directly there, you will get a more clarity how the particular thing will be there, how the run will be there. Okay. Then maybe you have a lots of things. How to will come. Okay. 1 second, folks. Let me give you one example. See once, then I'll explain it again how the 2 will come, or how the values are come. And slicing. Okay. So we'll take a 1D array. So array equals to I'll take a big array because we'll do so many indexing on that. Okay. Now, first of all, I just don't give any value, which means it start from the starting, end with the last. Okay. If end value is 4, then 4 minus 1 is 3. Negative is -1, -1. If end value is -4, then -4 minus 1 is -5. Yes, that's what the mathematical vara, yeah, mathematical conversions. See, now if I want to start 2 and end with 6, okay, 30, 40, 50. The same thing, this is my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll show you in the both way. First, I just go ahead with this because you should get it key. This is just a similar way of the taking the thing. 1 second. Yeah, I know. We just take in the thing just to show you. If I'm taking here only list, I'm not taking an array still. If you are taking that list, in that also you are giving 2, 6, we are getting the same value. Same concept we are using in array 1D also, where we are creating an array. Concepts are same, but we learn in a indexing and slicing searching. That's why I'm keeping the both the things, okay? So if you observe here, 30, we started 0, 1, 2, 30, 40, 50, 60. Again, the same thing came. Negative also, when we go ahead with the negative, we will getting the same value. Array of, I'll just count -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -8. So when we give here -8 to, now end we needed 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, means 6. $30, $40, $60, etc. Please explain. I'll explain 1 second, folks. One by one, I'll explain it. Don't worry. Folks, once again. First of all, I think you guys are not clear with your list indexing slicing also. That's why it is, now I'm taking simple list. I'm not taking still array. Okay, 1 second. How it will be. What is the value of this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct? Now, what is the rule of that? Start, end. And as I told you, end, whatever end value will go, end minus 1. Is it? This is clear till this. Start and end is always n minus 1. Yes. Now, what is the start value? 2. 2 means 30. 30 started. What is the end value? 6. End value is what? 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. So, till 5 it will be there. 30, 40, 50, 60. Got the result? Same concept here. For negative value, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. What is the start value? -8. -8 is 30. Started -4, right? -4 minus 1. What is the value of this? Mathematics. -4 minus 1. What is that? End minus 1. Now, -4 minus 1. What is the value? -5. Correct. What is the -5? 60. 30, 40, 50, 60. Got it? How this value came now? Yep. Okay. Good to go. Now, same concept. Negative is, don't worry, Saurabh. We'll see so many negative one. You will get a more clarity. Now, clear now. Okay. Now we'll go for NumPy. Okay. Someone raised the hand. 1 second. Okay. One by one, huh? Yes, Maverick, tell me. You can unmute yourself. Yes, Maverick, you have a doubt. You raise your hand. No. Sorry, we'll not going to learn pandas today. We'll be going to finish it up to NumPy and we'll go ahead with the NumPy hands-on, the queries. We'll not start pandas today. Okay, by mistake. That's fine. And Shri Vidya, you have a doubt. You raise your hand or it's also by mistake? Okay. Now we'll go ahead with the array. Okay. 1D array. Can you please explain all this one? Shubham, no worries. I'm going on 1D now. So you won't miss anything. Don't worry. I just show you the same concept in a list. And now I'll show you the main thing here. So I'll explain it again. Okay. Now we need to create an array. Array equals to, okay, let's import it first. That is the first thing. Import NumPy as NP. Now array equals to my importing done, np dot array of the values. See, if you guys understand the concept of the list, what we learned in our previously also, okay, the same thing we are doing for array. Only the difference is when we do the 1D, 2D array, there will be little differ way. Not differ. The particular thing will be the same only. I'll just keep it. My array is there. Done. Now we'll do the same things. Start. First of all, I won't give anything. Start and end will be last. And then we'll give the values 1, 2, 8. That will be output. We'll check. Okay. And the negative indexing. Negative indexing always start from, suppose, 7. We got the value. Now cross check the values here. Okay, before going to anything, I'll just give the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When I use this concept 1:8, what is my start value? Start is 1, end is 8. As we know, end is always n minus 1. So 8 minus 1 equals to 7. The start will be 1, means 20. N minus 1 is 7. End will be 7. So what I got the output? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. Correct? That is my thing. I got the result. Now next will be negative. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. 8 minus 9. What is the start? Minus 7. Where is the minus 7? This will be the minus 7. Minus 2. So start will be minus 7. End will be minus 2. As we know, end is n minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 equals to minus 3. So minus 3 will be 6. So what will be the output? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. This is how the positive and negative things will be work. Only you need to remember the index value, particularly index value. If you particularly understand index value start from 0, negative index start from minus 1. If you count it, it will be clear. There is no difference on that. Only remember minus 2, minus 1 is not going with the negative, like decreasing value. It is increased. That is a mathematic rule. Minus minus plus, but the sign will be minus. That's how the mathematic rule. Don't confuse with the mathematic rules. Okay, this is how we. Yeah, Vara, please go ahead. You want me to unmute yourself? You want to ask some question, Vara? Okay. No, you can answer. Okay, that's fine. Minus 2, minus. No. It's not like minus 2, minus 1. No, that then it will be positive, right? You again change the value. No, it's like a normal sugar. We just go back 1. That's what we can take it. Okay. Now, why? Okay, because the indexing rule was not about your minus plus. Okay, there is no indexing rule about minus plus like that. The rules are like going one side back. That is a rule, like whatever you are taking, going back 1. So if we follow exact mathematic minus of minus 1, that is a different. Here the rule is, this is for your understanding, I keep this one. But the rule is always going 1 back in a indexing. If you see the compiler wise, they are going 1 back. If your end will be this, it takes 1 back. 1 back. That is called end minus 1, 1 back. That is a rule of a compiler. Compiler doesn't know 1, 2, 3, 4, any indexing. They will take whatever value you give. Suppose this is your last value, end value you give it. It will not take the last one. It will take the 1 backward from the last. Same thing for positive also. Same thing for negative also, Shubham. That's a rule. Okay, fine. We'll see some more here. Some differ we to just check the values with the starting. Now I'll keep some, see, manipulation is in your hand, how you need to manipulate. Suppose I give the starting, I don't want to give the last. The starting, when you give, the start will be from that particular thing, but the end will be the last one. Okay. In this particular statement, what happened? My start will be from start index is 1, but the end will be the last value. That is a by default index, which you, when you won't give any value to that. That's a by default things. Same thing when we go ahead with the array. We won't give the first one, we give the last one. The first will be the by default, the starting. This is how we can do it. Now the another one, before that, I just print my array because we need to check array of. Now we'll go the start. I won't give start and directly I give the 2. That is my step. What is the meaning of the step? When I give the 2, jumping of the 2. Now, start will be 0, so start from 10. Okay, 10 given. Now, 2 jump. So 1, 2. 1, 2 jump done. Now, what will be the next 30? 30 will be the output. Again, 2 jump. 1, 2 jump. 1 jump, 2 jump. 40 will be the output. Again, 2 jump. 1 jump, 2 jump. 1, 2 jump. Because you give the 2 skip, right? 2. 70 will be the output. Again, 2. 1, 2. 90 will be the output. Okay. Default values. Yes, Subham. When I won't take any values, default will be the first value. Start will be the first value. And end will be the last value. Last value. That is the default. For step also default. But we have a step value, right? Yes. We give the step value, so it will go. If you won't give step value anything, Vara, it will be 1. By default, 1. Means no changes. It run 1 by 1. That is by default. Suppose I don't want to give the step value also, we can write the indexing for that. Array, I don't want to give the step also. Yes, we can. But that by default take a 1. So which means 1 means 1, 1, 1, 1 step. So 10, 20, 30, everything will be go ahead. This is how the step things are there. Now, if I go ahead with the -1, it will be the no, default means not anyone. They fix it the default values. Okay, I'll keep it here. Okay, default values. Start default value. Start will be always first value. First value in array. And last value in array. And step equals to 1. This will be the default values, okay? For start, end, and step. Clear? Okay. Now, okay, if we write 2, 2, it can work. It is start from 0. When we write a 2, 2, your things will be start will be the starting, last will be 2 and 2. Then last will be 0, 1, 2 means 1 and no output. No output, Suraj. Because whatever value you are giving, that doesn't have a value inside the list. I'll keep it here. See, array 10. Okay, only the first value. Yeah, no output, no, only the first value because we run that first value. Yeah, first value will be there because we give the 2 here. So anyhow, first value will be go. Yeah, first value will be there. So, okay, let's talk about there, right? -1. When we use -1, what we step -1, that is one difference. When you use a -1 in a step, it will be run from the last, right? The -1 from the backward. So if you want to reverse your array, there will be this way also you can reverse your array. Okay, this one, right, Dhanushri? Sure, dear. Dhanushri, remember, dear, when we won't give any values in the start, end, and step. What is the meaning of that? Start, end, and step. So just now I told you, when we won't give any value, they are taking, compiler will take a by default value, dear. The by default values of indexing and slicing are start will be the first value. Okay, first value means 10. End will be the last value, 19. Step will be 1. Means cause 1 step it will go. So directly it will just go 10, 20, 30, 40. So when we won't give any value, it will take the start, end, and step as a by default value, Dhanushri. Okay, what? No, it's not equal. Not equal, Vara. It's not at all equal. Okay, we got the same output, but it's not equal. Because here we are using start, step, end, and step. There we are using start and end. The way of approaching is different, but yes, output is same. That's what I told you. There will be the different way. There will be the different way, but approaching can be different, but output can be same. The same thing in a positive, negative Vara, if you observe. Values are same we are getting. One, we are taking with the positive indexing, when we are taking in the negative indexing. Remember, folks, is for everyone. Our motive was to take the values and get it the value out. Yes, Vara, output is same. Our motive is to take the value. Now, how to use indexing, that is in our hand. Maybe I like to use indexing in a direct way. I don't want to complex my life and I don't want to go with a negative value. Okay, no one can stop you. Some people thought, no, negative will be easy for me to understanding. They can go with a negative. This is the two approaches Python given to you, two approaches. Now it's your wish which one you go. As a developer, did you think every developer code is same? No. Output need to be same. But you can write your code in your own choice. Maybe I like KNN algorithm. You guys like SVM algorithm. Okay, no problem. We can choose, pick it up with the things. Only approaches they are giving. Now we need to pick the same thing here. Okay, Joginder. Okay, Joginder, 1 second. Let me explain what is the meaning of that. They give the positive or negative in the question. See, you never got this type of question, Shubham. If you ask me real time, they never give you the question like do indexing, slicing, negative, and no. This is used when you are writing a full code, full fledged of code, and suppose you don't want to go at each and every value. Your code needed this concept, then you need to add it. There is no direct question ki positive, negative. Never ever is there. Okay, it is depend upon the requirement. We need to use it. This type of question will not come. Indirect way, we are using that. And Joginder, the meaning of this one, the start will be by default. Okay, Joginder, because we won't give in. This is my end value. Colon will, Joginder, segregate the value. Okay, and this is a step. The start value, this one, my array, start is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Joginder, if you observe, start is 10. So it start from 10, it's run, it give. Then it is end with 2. 2 means 2 minus 1, 1. So you have only this two value, 10 and 20. You give the step 2, so 0, 1, 2 step. After 2 step, it is 3. So no use, right? That's why it gave only 10. Yes. Okay, got it, Joginder? Fine, good to go. And reversing, it's not compulsory. You need to give folks -1. You can give -2 also. It will go 1, 1, 1. That is also there. Array is not defined. ARRAY. Did you create your array? Bhavani, did you create this array? Okay, Saurabh, if you ask me the real-time value, we can't use only indexing in a real-time, Saurabh. Basically, these are the small concepts, okay? When we do the visualization, basically, I'll tell you exactly where this type of things are used, okay? You got one project, okay, from the company, organization. Organization give you one project. Take as example, the project is like signals, traffic signals in Bangalore, because there is a lots of issues in going on in a Bangalore. Traffic signal is Bangalore. Now you need to present a data. When you want to present a data, you need to follow the model. You need to follow the model in that particular area, sort of model. For this model, you need so many things there. I'll just clear it. What you need it first, you need a to check the particular levels are correct or not database. For the database to fetch it the value, because we need a database for the traffic signals, wherever the which location. You fetch the value from the pandas. Pandas will also always help to fetch the value for the .csv file. So pandas is used there. You fetch the value. Once you fetch the value, you need to do the manipulation of that particular code. For the manipulation, numeric manipulation, we need a NumPy. Now, when you do the NumPy, there is one particular database where I don't want all the column to be there. I just needed some value to be there. Then indexing concept comes. For your code, we can't tell in a real time directly. For your code, indexing came. I need to write a particular code with the array where I don't want to take each and every value. I need to use it. Now, there they will not tell you to use positive or negative. No one tell you that. You need to pick. You are okay with positive or negative. You need to raise that. You used it here. Once you're done, your numerical manipulations are done. Once that's done, the next topic will come to your picture with the visualization. Because you need to present it. For visualize that, you need a model there. Model will learn further, but visualization, we need to plot it. Plot is nothing but your graph, XY graph. Do you remember in a schools and all, we used to graph it, right? Or this type of graph. Same thing we concept call as a plot will do. In that, we're using the model, folks. In the model, we have a lot. I'll just give you the two model name as of now. That is called a regression and a classification. Like that, after that, when you present in a market, you see, this is my model. I do all the numerization. In a numerical operation, you use this concept. That is how in a real time you can count it. For every project, you should have a numerical things. And that is not compulsory. Every project has an indexing slicing. No, it's depend upon the requirement. If your code needed, you need to write. Otherwise, no. So there it will be used. And also teach how to visualize the Python codes in a Power BI. It is there. Don't worry, one by one. Okay. Now understand, guys. Okay, ma'am, while we are working on hands on, please create one user input array and append this values in another array. Print second array. I have worked in list, but explain using NumPy. Sure, Vishnu. I'll do one thing. I'll just in array also you can do that. We'll do that surely. Scroll down. Okay. Okay, this will be 1D array. If it, guys, if you are clear, we'll see the 2D array. No issue is no. We'll see that, Vishnu. Let me finish the 2D array, Vishnu. Then we'll see that. Then I'll go ahead with the hands-on. Folks, is it just go ahead. If you are done, let me know. Okay, if we want reverse index -1, we this. Yes. I have created array in a previous 1D also in the same way. 1D also is this the same. Yeah, that is creation. Sorry, that's its creation. Here we are just getting the values. It's not a creation, indexing and slicing order. We just want to get the value. From due to network issue -2. Can you please explain? Yeah, Nishant, sure, I'll explain it. There are no issues. Saurabh, for you, whatever you created, that's a creation. Here we are just fetching the value, particular things there. And Nishant, -2 is nothing but we need to jump one by one, right? How we are jumping for 0, 1, 2. When we use -2, it is like start from 90. Okay, it's a reverse order. So reverse order means from the backward side. It will be this one. Okay, reverse order. So when we have a reverse order -2, it will be start from the this one and then jump again -1, -2. Jump 2, 2. Like that, it will go -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. As we won't give anything, by default, it takes a 90. And it's take a -2 means 2 jump will be there. Again, 2 jump means 1, 2, 70 came. Again, 2 jump, 50 came. Again, 2 jump, 30 came. For negative also, now when we are giving the jumping, it will jump from the last one. The whatever the last element will be there, from there only it will jump there. So that's how the minus values are going on and the negative values are going on. Got it? Okay, I'll explain again. Okay, sure, Nisha. Okay, so Nisha, just see this one. Okay, this is my array, Nishan. So when I go with -1, -2, -3, -4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Nishan. If you observe here, I won't give start and end. If I won't give, yes, Joginder, because you are using start and end, not jumping. I use as a jump. You use as a end -1. So it is giving that only 80. See your code, start and end. I give as a jump, not a start and end. Start and will be my last only. Only jump I give. That's why it's a reverse order. Minus is used for what? Reverse thing. So when I use here, start and end, I won't give. Start will be my always 10. Means a minus thing will be start from the last one. And end will be my 90. But when you use negative value in a step, again it is a reversing order. So here from here it will be reversing. Yes, in a -1 in a indexing, but in a step, it is again a backward. What is the negative value? It is always going with the backward side. So when you use in a step also, it going with the backward side and jumping 1, 1. So reverse it when in a step, I'm using -1. It go back directly in a backward and reverse the things there. In a step, yeah, we are using a step values here. Yes, we are using it. Vara, we are using the step value, but -1 means 1, 1 jump. There is only reversing. There will be 1, 1 step, right? Here, 1, 1, 1, 1 step. Here it is a 2, 2 steps, if you observe it, because I use -2. Name error. Array is not. Did you guys created an array? If you are not creating, then how you got the array? Check. I created an array here. You need to create the array. More array with 2, 2. Okay. Let me give one more. Okay, here. First, I'll keep the array here for the indexing. See, what is the meaning of this? 1, 20, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3 means 30. So 2 jumps not possible, only 2. Do those type of changes and see the output. You need to clear with index values. You guys are confused with the index. Okay, sorry, this is not this one. It's array. It's taking a list. 20, array 20. Yeah, that's what. Sachin, 1 second. Let me just, everyone should comfortable, then I'll go with the 2D slicing. Here, again, the negative one. Guys, if you give here -1, it is like you are taking the particular starting to last in start and end. But when you use this one, indexing one, means your step -1, which means in a step, it is reversing. Don't be confused with that. What is the meaning of this start and end? And this is the meaning of step to reversing. When you keep the step in a negative value, it is reverse the things and then it go ahead with that. If you want to reverse particular array, the -1 will be the reverse way to go ahead. Now, if you go ahead with the -2, -2, yeah, sure, I'll keep it 1. For the indexing, you can, I just started with the 1, 8, and then -2. There is no value because I given the 1 and 8. Now, if I give -8, -2, there is nothing is there. So basically, when you use this, this is a blank one because we won't have anything. So when you use this particular thing, you need to make sure your data should be there. If you don't have a data, it will be not giving any value to that. So whatever value we are keeping, see, when I give -2, I got 90. Whatever value we are giving, we need to make sure that the value should be there. And when we are stepping the particular thing there, and the colon will segregate the particular thing. Now I'll keep one more for you guys. -3. Again, it will be 3 job. Folks, you need to practice this. When you practicing this now, you will be get a more clarity. Now for the positive values. Got it? Just practice it and then you'll be more. Just go ahead with the different type of combinations for 1D. Is it clear, folks? Okay, let's move to the 2D now. Okay. In 1D, you got lots of confusion. I'm thinking about 2D, how you guys will be going ahead. Okay, understand properly. I know it takes time to digest a particular 2D, but we can understand the things there. Now, to 2D, I'll just take a 3x3 matrix. Any matrix you can take it, okay? That's what I'm there, okay? Don't worry, Shubham, I'm there. 2D, this will be the particular thing, okay? 3x3 matrix having values. Now, here what particular thing properly see? Rows and columns will be there, right? 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Remember that inside whatever value walk, but this full row indicating as a 0, this full row indicating as a column, this full row indicating as a 2. This is how the main concept 0, 1, 2, it will be there. Inside it, we'll have again the indexing for this. Let me just clear it again, draw this. Am I audible now? Okay. So now inside is it's like 0, 0, right? 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. This will be the indexing for each and every matrices. I think you guys know about that, how that matrices will be there, right? The basics thing where we can get the values and all. Now here also the same will be there, start and end. How we give for the start and end, that is similar. Yes, Jokinder, in real time we work on 1D only. That's true. Can you please define this okay. Vara, I understand. We can draw in a paint also. Fine. I'll just take it your point things and later onwards I'll use that. As of now, the main motive was to understand the 2D. So later onwards, I'll use the paint to draw the diagram. Is it fine for you? As of now, just we'll going ahead with that. After that, I'll use because anyhow we are just going with the 2D. Sure, I'll take your point as an input. Now, first of all, we create the array. Okay. Once we create the particular array, we know that np.array. Same way we created 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. If not for real time, we use less Subham, all those things in real time. If you ask me the truth way, yeah. Mostly we use the 1D array. So less we are using this matrix and all in a real time. But this is a one concept we have it, which we should know about that if we have a 2D array to acquire. But 99% in real time, Subham, if you ask me, we are working on 1D concept only because whatever we have at the things, we'll be going ahead with that. Yeah, that will be the close. So once we created the array, now first array things start and step will be the same. Here you can give the start value, whatever the start value you wanted, you can give, and you can just give the end value also, whatever the end value, because here 0, 1, 2. So you can just make sure that it will becomes under that particular values only. So this is how you can give directly the value of your indexing there. Now, as out of that, you can ask directly the value as we know that what are the values are there. You can go ahead and give direct value also. If you wanted 0, 0, you can use like this also to get the value. If you wanted the particular values, you can get it. Here, the main rule will be there. The start will be fine because anyhow, either we need to start 0, 1, 2. But when you end it, suppose you need it, particular thing, only first one, like this particular two values, suppose 2 and 3 you wanted, only 2, 3. First row of the columns or full first row you wanted, okay? 1, 2, 3. If you wanted that time your end will be with the comma segregation you need to divide. This will be your row value, it's a column value. Now you need to decide which row, which column you need to give the values there. If you want to go ahead with that, you can decide it that, and you can give it, okay, I need full values here. This is also count, okay? If you give here, suppose 2, and it starts from 0. I don't want to give anything. 0 means 0, 0, 2, which means that it will be go till this 0, 2, again, one back step will be there. Okay, understand properly. Suppose I needed only this values, okay? Now, in a slicing here, as row and column are there, start single value. You can give here also the complexity, comma. Here the commas are came mainly. This will be your row value and this will be your column value. Now you need to decide from where, which row, which column you need to give. And remember that whatever the column value you give it here, it will be again going with the one back step, the -1 concept. Here also it follows the -1 concept. So if I want this value, so I need to give it what value here? 0, 1, 2. 2 means 0, 3 I need to give, then 0, 3, which means I give all the get the value. Apart from that, if you don't want to give this, there will be the one more shortcut for get this value. That will be your 1. Here start by default, start from 0 and 1. This value will be taking 0, 1. This is how you need to extract this particular 2D, where the values will be going ahead with the 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. I'll show you in the notebook, then will be more clear. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, and full value will be 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1, 2. This is how they are taking the particular thing. Now, the jumps also will be there, but we won't use that much, but you can work on the jump also if you don't want, if you want only this two values. Suppose you want 4, 5. What will be the syntax for this? Syntax will be the same. The queries here, there will be little complexity, folks, because we need to pick up our things properly. What values we need to give it here. Suppose I need for 4, 5. So what will be start from 1? 4, 5 will be what? 4 and 5. Start is my 1. So I need to give here 1. That is my start. This is my column name. Now, I need to give here what? Till 2 I need it, like 1, right? Directly give 2 and comma. You don't want to give any other values. If you give like this, you directly got this value 4 and 5. Because end I won't give, 2 I give, 2 means -1. Again, it's getting a back step. Let's see these examples in a Jupyter notebook, okay? Let's create 2D and use some indexing there. Let's just create first. Okay, my array is created. Now, AR1 of first thing. Suppose I just give here 2. Now, as I told you, understand one by one step. This is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. As I give end is 2. Always it's going go back, back. This 2 will be there because this full will be 0, this full will be 1. If you give 2, what is the meaning of that? They will go once back, and because this 3 are 1, 1 set also. Then 1, 1, 3 values are there. I got this 2. This is how go back. This is the first way of doing the indexing for 2D. Same thing, if you want to just go ahead with the 1. Now, you started with the 1. What is the 1 value? again, this is 1. You won't give anything last this. This is how the basics one started, where we won't give anything, just normally we just want to get the values of particular things there. Now, sure, Chanchal, I'll repeat it here. This is my array. If I give array 1 of starting, I won't give anything, last or anything, it directly give all the value because by default. Suppose now I give a 2 here. What is the meaning of that, this particular thing? As I told you, whenever you started creating this, it take as 0, this one, 1, this one, 2, this one. Okay, because the meaning of that, we have a set. We can't segregate this thing, okay? Because set, see the set properly. If you see the set, then you'll get to know. This bracket is one set. So we make this is as a 0. This bracket is another set. It is a 1. This bracket is another 2. This will be the inside value. Means 0 has 0, 1, 3. This is the value. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. And 1 as the value is 4, 5, 6. And 2 as the value is 7, 8, 9. So those are the value, it keeps it there. Now I just give it the input as start is my starting. Okay. End will be 2. 2 means 2 minus 1, 1. So 0 and 1. So this 2 will be printed here. That is what I give a input here. Fully. Okay. Now here also minus 2 is work. I'll keep it, but don't go too much in minus 2. You'll be more confused. See, it gives here 1, 2, 3. Because again, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. If you give minus 2, by default, it is minus 2, minus 1 means go back 1. So 1, 2, 3. The same concept here also used for minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. But suggest you don't dig too much to negative. You will be get confused because there will be some extra inbuilt also there. So how to print? I'll come, Mahesh. I'll go with 7, 8, 9. So many things are there. I'll go one by one. Now this is the first step. Now suppose I need to go ahead to print particular thing. Array 1 of starting, I won't give 1, 1. Now, what is 1, 1? They give 2, right? See properly. Just increase little bit. Column like 1, 4, 7. No, we can't print like directly like that. You can get this value, but 0, 1, 2, no. We can get this value. Vishnu, I'll show you. We can get this value in different way. We can't get like how we get for 0, 1 directly. No, we can't get like that. We need to give like value like this to get that value. As of now, I started with a single value. Single value, when I started, see this one, okay? It is 0, 0, 0, 1. This is 0, 0, 2. This is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, that's what I'm explaining. Hold on, guys. I'm explaining that only. Here, what is the value of this? 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. This is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, and go up. 1, 1. As I told you, always it goes backward 1. First start will be here. The indexing will be like that. Start will be tell which of the particular thing. It is 0s 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. That is a start walk for. When I won't give anything, that means 0. Okay, that is okay, fine. Start from 0, 1 to everything. 1, 1, I give a end. 1, 1 means my 5, which is always go 1 back. It go back, I have only 2 things, 1, 2, 3. In there, I give 1, 1. Then 5, right? But it is an end position. See the colon. End is always what? Skip previously 1, right? Minus 1. Means it go back again, upside. That is the rule, right? So it gives 2. Don't forget the rule. Whatever you give, it go back again. Yes, that is the meaning. If you use here 0, 1 also, So it is, yeah. So that is how basically they give the values to here. That is the first thing. Okay, okay, I'll explain. 1 second, I'll explain again. Hold on. One by one, folks, once again. Oh, sorry, I just stopped the screen. Yeah. What is a have one? I got 1, 2, 3. Please explain. Okay. You put it 1, right? No. When I have an array of 1 and you give it 1, I'm last going on Saurabh. Why 1, 2, 3? See your array. As I told you, 0, 1, 2. You give end is 1. What is your end? If you don't give with the comma, with comma, that is again go with rows column inside. Without comma, it takes 1, 0, 1, 2 like this only. How the column value? You give 1 as a last one. 1 will be this, right? Again, 1 might go back again. So 1, 2, 3 will be the output. That is how it's work. See, depend upon how we give the input, it will be play the role. When you give the comma, it plays like a rows and column. When you give the single, it takes a 1, 1 values there itself. Full cell. It takes the full cell there. Okay, then isn't it jogging slide indexing between the row or sliding confusing? I understand it takes time to understand this particular thing. We have to give the start then. Yes, we need to give the start. See, here what happened, 1, 1 concept, where is the one? I'll explain it again. This 1, 1 concept, don't worry. So basically this 1, 1 concept, nothing but here I'm giving the both the rows column inside value, Dhanushri. Inside value means when I have it, what is the meaning of this? It is 0, 0. Matrix, basics matrix, Dhanushri. If you go with the basics matrix, you'll get to know. When I have a basic matrix there, what is the meaning of the basic matrix? I have 0, 0, here 0, 0, 0, 1, and 0, 2. Same thing here, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Then 2, 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. So 1, 1, I give user give here 1, comma 1. That is the end. So 1, comma n, and starting I won't give anything to start from the 0 itself. 1, comma 1 will be my 5 value. But as we know, end is always go back 1. So what will be the go back 1? It's 2. That I give for a index inside index. Because that is how basically Vara what happened when you are giving that only, why they are taking only rows, not column. This will be one particular, see the brackets. Compiler doesn't know like a matrix, how we play in a mathematics. Here, they are working as a bracket. See open close bracket. Do you have any open close bracket for 147? Check the bracket, folks. If you segregate this, the brackets are 1, 2, 3. Then 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8, 9. Do you have any bracket called 147? Do you have any bracket here? Any bracket which hold 147? No. How compiler get to know that? That's why always it's take like this way. 1, 2, and 3. Because we don't have that bracket. So if you needed 147, we need to manipulate in the mid of that. Got it, folks? Yeah, I'll keep some example here, see it properly. Suppose I'm not giving any values in a start, comma, 2, comma 1. Okay. Now, when I give the 2, comma 1, what will be the there? See, I give the step also here, nothing. So 2, 1, that is my 2, 3, 5, 6. Doing like this, getting the same value, t2 np dot. Yeah, Pratik, what is that? I'm doing like this, getting the same value. Is it fine? t2 np dot array 1, 2, 3. This is fine. That's fine. As I told you, Pratik, the way of writing can be different. Yes, I give this way. It's not compulsory. You need to give the same way. No. Indexing can be differ also. That's okay. See, you can see the observation of this thing also. When I won't give any step, the output is 2, 5. See this output, you'll get a more clarity here. This, guys, you need to practice a lot. Then only you will getting a more clarity what value to be given. Here I give 2, 1. I won't give anything steps, right? Why I got 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6, right? Now, when I give 2, 3, 5, 6 here, start, I won't give anything. By default, start at here. 2, 1. What is the meaning of 2, 1? 2, 0, 2, 1. This row will be the 2, 1, right? Now, 2, 1, 0, 1 means still this much only it will be work. For them, there will be no 1, 4, 7 matrix. If you check the matrix of this thing, that is 2 cross 2. So in a indexing in a 2D matrix, they change the matrix also. Here, when I give 2, 2 with the step, they are counting as this is my matrix 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 6, 8, 9. In that 2, 1 is 8, 8. Yeah, 8. So 8 means again go back 1. Yeah, I'm planning, you guys. If buck up yourself, then only I can go ahead with the particular things, guys. You guys are not little bit go fast, guys. Then I can start the hands-on also today. At least one question if I started today, we can manage it, guys. That is my plan also, but I can't leave you if you're not understanding. Yes, that was Joginder, my plan also. That's why I'm keeping some example, guys, here. Different features. Go ahead with this and come up with the thing because you need to practice, then only you understand what value comes. Okay. Okay, nothing but 2 minus 1, 1 is 1, 1. Yes, that is 1, 1. Yeah, it's correct. That's how it's came to the picture. Correct, Vara. So that is one thing. And you have variety of features here. Let me keep one feature, one more features. When you are practicing, you can get it here. I start with 1. I end with 2. Nothing. You will get 4, 5, 6. So you have, in this way, you have variety of things. Now you need to decide how you need to keep. You can give any type of, without giving value also, you can give it. Here I won't give because I need to end up by 2. See, I want 2, 4, 7. You can give 1 also, you'll get full value, the 1, 4, 7. Do you remember this questions asked like, if I want a 1, 4, 7, so that is a way. That's why I keep there. If you want in that way, you can keep it here. If you wanted 1, 4, 7. You can get it in this way. One step, don't give any things there. Bit of that rows and column will get a 1, 4, 7. 2, 3, 5. You stop spelling 2, 3, 5, 6. Which one you are asking me? This one? 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. You want Indra, just understand. When I give 2, 1, it's nothing but it is coming to the 8 and 9, right? 2, 1 is my 8. If you observe it, Indra, 8, 9 is nothing but this is my 2, 1. As we know, it's go again back. So it gives here 1, 1. That's coming to here. So now I got output 2, 3, 5, 6. This is how I got the output, Indra. Folks, and at least understood how to grab the thing. If you practice, you'll get some different type of features here. Just practice and then not clear 2, 3, 5. Okay, Vara. Okay, Vara. 1 second. Which is not clear? 2, 3, 5, 6, right, Vara? Vara, just see. What is the meaning of 2, 1? The meaning of 2, is 8. Now I need to go back. 2 minus 1, it's 1. It's basic. Yes, that's what it's basic matrix. If you observe it properly, you will get it. 1, 1. This is 1. This is 1, 1 is 5. 2, 1. What will be the next previous step? 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 5. That's why 2, 3, 5, 6. Just a mathematic matrix, guys. Just remember 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. This is 1, 0. 5 is 1, 1. I give as a end is my 2, 1. We know that end is always n minus 1. So if it is 2, 1, if 2, 1 minus 1 means 1, 1, I go 1 back. That's why we got 2, 3, 5, 6. Vara, now it's clear. Understood, Vara? How we got that? Vara, practice, okay? Just practice. Come up tomorrow, ask me again. I will explain again. You need to practice first because this is little bit where you need to get a value and just you need to play with the value. Here, you guys need to play with the value, then only you will get a clarity. Got it? Got it, folks? Okay, I'll keep a task also here. Try with 2 cross 3 matrix and try with 2 cross 2 also. Okay, try this, all these features. So let me stop this, and if you guys are done, go ahead, practice, because you need to practice, guys. If you practice, you'll get a clarity. Come up with doubts. Don't worry, I'm here to explain you the doubts also. No worries, guys. First, you guys practice and let me know what are the issue you faces. Then I will guide you how to. But if you ask me personally in a real time, 2D are that much used, my answer will be no. We won't use that much 2D. Exactly when we are working on that. We just go ahead with the basics way to go ahead in the 1D in a real time. But yes, as we have it, we can go ahead and use it, that particular thing. So let's go ahead with the hands-on. Let me create a new one, okay? I'll just create a new sheet on that. The first question I'll need to give you here. So let me give you the first question, basics question, okay? NumPy is done with this topic, guys. And go ahead with that, guys. If you have any doubts in a NumPy, let me know by tomorrow. I will repeat the topic again for you. If you need any updation in a NumPy, or else we'll be continue with the pandas. Once you're done with the hands-on, we'll continue with pandas. So first problem, let me give you the problem statement here. The first problem will be create a NumPy array. Create a NumPy array of the shape. You need to write a code for this, okay? Later you can cross with my solution also. 3 cross 5. Together we'll see the solution for this with a data type, your choice, okay? Maybe 1, 2 methods are extra will be by copy and view. Create a NumPy array with a shape of 3 cross 5 and type with your choice and print the following, okay? Sachin, what is the question? Sorry, I'm not getting. Print the following. First one, print array. Second one, shape of the array. Third one, dimension of the array. Fourth one, data type of the array. This is basic one, the first problem. Fifth, buffer containing actual element of the array. Actual. It's not necessary, copy and view. No necessary, Sachin. There is a lots of methods are there, Sachin, which is used less on the concept. And whatever I give, Sachin, that is important, like where it's most used. But yeah, we have it, but it's not used that much in our real time as well. Of the array. Yeah. Sixth one will be size of the bytes. Let's see how you give this, because I think I won't give the method of this one. Let's see how you guys are taking. size of bytes of each element of the array. I'll give you 2 minutes because I feel this is a basic one. It not take too much time. 2 minutes, go ahead with this problem and tell me the solution for this. You can share me personally. Don't share with everyone, folks. Share with me. Have any drive link for our day-to-day class? Yeah, I shared the drive link, right? Yes, we have a drive link, Mahesh. I uploaded the things in a drive itself. Sure, sure. I'll share. Okay. Okay. First one is correct. 3 cross 5 matrix. Ajit, array creation is correct. Print the array and continue. Sure, Mahesh, I'll share that in the list at the last. Okay, shape is done. Dhanushri, that's shape and yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I think, am I audible, folks? Okay. So, yeah, fine. I think I gave almost much time. Everyone done? Shall we see the solution for this? Is it done, folks? B6, right? It's not taking too much time. It's nothing is there. Just you need to. Okay. Joginder Nampai shape dimension creates. This is fine. Correct, Joginder. Everyone done? Okay, it's still failed. Okay, I'll wait 1 minute. Let you guys are already sharing again. Shape and data type. Yeah, it's correct. Ayush, it's correct. Good job, folks. It's correct. Whoever sent me, it's a correct one. Okay, I think almost everyone is shared. So let's see just in a fast way a little. Buck please. Just create an array and do that. ARR, any name, array of 1. As we know, we need to create for 3 cross 5 matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here again, I'm giving the same value. That's what we needed to create it. And here I'm keeping as a D type as an integer. As we already told you to go ahead, integer 64. I'm keeping as a d type as integer 64. Sorry, I didn't import it. This is a new file, right? I need to import also. Import numpy as np. Okay, done. So first step of my array is done, and d type is my in 64. I needed that d type, so I keep it that. And let's just print the array. The first problem is print the array. I'll print it the array. The array is printed now. Print it now. The next will be we need to check the shape of that. So arr1 dot shape method. Shape method to use to check the shape of that. Next will be the dimension. So arr1 dot ndim method to check the dimension of that. It's a two-dimensional 2D because 3x5 matrix we are doing it. Now the next type will be I need to check the data type of the array. Data type of the array, that is d type. So arr1 dot d type to check my integer 64. I use integer 64. Observe that it's not a by default one. I change my d type. Integer 64. Now check the buffer one. So for the checking the buffer one, we have a data. So that gives the memory of that. And the last one, what I ask you, to size of the bytes of each element of the array. Size of the bytes of each element of the array. Maybe it will be differ from you guys to mine. Okay. The method name is item size. I think some of them it's not shared this one. Just remember that the method name for the size of the byte size of the byte size of each element. That is array arr1 dot item size. The method name will be there. 8y I use a int 64. That's why 8 bytes for me. Maybe if you are by default, it will be default. Just check with that. So that is the first problem statement. We are going ahead to do that. Let me give the second problem statement that also going ahead with the basics which we have it. Create a 3x3 matrix. Length of dimensional. No, you can check the length, Dhanushri, but not like that directly. You can check the length with the help of length method len, but dimension and all, I think shape is there. You can go ahead and see the shape. You'll get to know. No need for that here. Create a 3x3 matrix along with the following. Okay. Along with the following. Now, the first problem, create a 2x2 numpy array filled with 0. Second, create a 3 x create a 3x3 numpy array filled with ones. Third, create a 4x4 numpy array filled with any constant. We already saw each and every example already, constant k. Fourth one, create a 2x2 empty array. Empty array, okay. Fifth one, create a numpy array with a range of elements. The sixth one, create a 3x3 numpy array with values that are spaced linearly in a specified interval. Maybe the last one you are not able to solve it. No worries. There is one more method. There's a lots of new method will be there. So there I'll explain it. But you try it. Let's see how you've taken it. I'll give you the 5 minutes for this problem. Just go ahead and give the solution for that. So first, I think first 4 will be the easiest one. You just got to create the array with the field with 0, 1s, and constant values, the single constant, and the empty one. Yeah, sure. And then go ahead with the NumPy array with a range of element, and then create with the space linearly. Maybe that method you doesn't know about that in a NumPy. We'll discuss when I give this output now. I'll just discuss the linspace method also. Okay. There is a method called linspace. I'll discuss that method. That will be the last one. So we'll discuss that method also today. Just go ahead. Scroll down. This is fine, Dhanushri? Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Ritika, I just keep it that because Dhanushri told me to just go ahead. So I think now you were able to see that. Yes. Sure, sure. I'll give you 5 minutes for this because I know the last one, maybe last one, if you guys won't give the solution also fine, because we won't discuss in the session that method. I keep it for today's session only, that method, because I want to give you that extra one. So last one, I'll explain it again, but try by yourself. If you can give it, that's good enough to go ahead, or else I will show you with the explanation of that method as well. So go ahead and give me the solution for this, folks. And the question which you asked, like regarding the dynamic one, as we started with this one, if you are okay, we'll see the next session. Okay, because for that there will be some small importing and all we need to do for the dynamic array, because we are creating in the static way. So meanwhile, we can postpone. I can show you in a tomorrow session. Then is it okay for you? Okay, thank you, Vishnu. But don't worry, we'll go ahead with that. That is not included in our thing, but as you requested, I'll show you to that, how to do that. There will be small things we need to import and do small changes on that. So we'll do that, and after that, you can take a dynamic way. Okay. 2 more minutes, folks. I'm just waiting for you to share the solution. And the last one, we use one method. That method also, we used it for so many purposes. The last problem, which I give the 6th one, I keep it for this problem only. So that method also, we have one of the common method which is used in NumPy. But I don't know. That we should find dynamic list. I use dynamic list and with this assignment. Vishnu, if you ask me now, dynamic array, we can't just go ahead and use the for loop and take it. That's a different thing. In a list, how we are taking with the append, right? The list for loop we are taking, and we are using the append method to add the values in a dynamic. That's what we are doing for dynamic list. in array, what happened? We need to have a dynamic array for that. And we need to import that, then we need to add it the value. Otherwise, directly we can't, because NumPy is used to create the array. We won't use that much dynamic array in a NumPy, but we can do that. There is nothing impossible to do that with the help of importing the dynamic size of thing. And then we need to use that particular modules to go ahead with that. That's why I told I'll keep it in an Excel, because it takes time to explain it today also. Just I give you now, you'll get confusion. So I'll keep you, because you requested, I'll keep you that, and then I'll explain you in a particular way there. Because what we are doing in a list is easy, because we have an append method to do and everything, but by array doesn't have those type of methods and all. Okay. That is correct. Who sent me this one? Joginder, good. I think you know about that method. That's correct. Good job. I didn't discuss in the session that method. I thought to discuss by today. Okay, I got from so many people. Guys, you know that method. That's good. Pratik, that's your method also correct. The last one. Okay, I think most of them done. Shall we see the solution for these things? I think 3x3 matrix, you can do that. I just started with the first one, okay? 2x2 matrix. Create a NP, any name. And then we just go ahead to create the things there. NP dot zeros. I need 2x2, and I put a data type also equals to float. Stop. I missed the topic due to network issues. Recording. It will be available, Nishan. Recording will be available. Don't worry. That will be your first one, which we have it with the zeros. The same one, the next one, what they give it to you, that is like ones. Zero when you have a zero. And then another way you have to create a ones. For that, the same principle. It's nothing changed. Keeping there. And we use ones here. That will be for your one. If you have a 3x3, okay, this is 3x3 matrix, so change the cross 3, 3. Yeah, 3x3 matrix. And then we have a 4x4 matrix with the value, with the k value for that. You need to just giving the key value for the particular things there. So you can just, I'll paste it here. We have a method called full method. Full is used for that particular purpose, 4x4, 4x4, and with comma. Now, value you need to decide it. I'll give the 5. We got that. This is for your 4x for the full matrix. Now the next one is create a NumPy array with a range of element. You need to give that. So we know that we have a method called arrange method. Yeah, sure. Arrange method. So I'll just keep it and create num array, NP array equals to NP dot arrange. Arrange method. Now you can give the values how you need to arrange it. So I give the values how I need to arrange it. That is in our hand, because we won't keep it anything. And the last one will be your, there is a method name called linspace. That is a method linspace. This method we use for that. Let's just understand first of all what is the method, then only you'll be getting a more clarity of this particular method. So basically, folks, remember when we use this this method, we call as it's a returning the number of space evenly. this method will or function will, this method or function will return the returns number spaces evenly. It will return in the interval. Now, what will be the syntax for this particular thing? When you use this, the syntax will be numpy dot linspace. That's a method name. We can't change that. Linspace. Inside that, you have some parameter like start, stop, then num equals to any values here. That is like, it's a optional. You need to give the values or not. Num equals, suppose I'm giving here 20. Then endpoint equals to true, where you need to endpoint. Then you have a red step equals to false, and then d type equals to, you can keep anything. I'll keep it just integer, suppose. So those are the parameters which we give it for the linspace whenever we are using it, the particular things there. Now, when we talk about this particular thing, as we have this particular parameter, there will be some optional also, and the particular thing will be the compulsory, like the start. Start will be the interval and range, right? By default, start from 0. This is also by default, start is equals to 0, but this is also optional. If you give also okay, if you won't give also okay, it takes a by default as a 0 if you won't give that. Now, next is set stop. It is compulsory. You need to give from where you need to end the interval, that you need to give. That's compulsory. Which interval you need to stop it, end of interval. So for that, if you won't give start also okay, but stop need to be given, because or else it will be go with the infinite loop. We don't want that. That's why we give that particular thing. Now, num will be, again, this is optional. Most of the time we won't give. It's like a how many sample of generates you needed, like 20 sample, 30 sample. Now here linspace is used to generate the samples, right? By default value with the interval. Now, if you want 20, 10 samples, 30 sample, how you need to go ahead? That is your num value. That is again no compulsory. You can skip it that as well. Now, endpoint. This is just an endpoint true, because whatever the stop you give, you need to make it true. You need to give. This is again optional. It's not compulsory. Now you have a red step. It is means returning the steps. How many? By default, it is a false. Okay, red step will be by default, it will be the false. But this is also comes under your optional. If you want to give, if you don't give, that's fine also. How many samples are there? They divide in a equal manner. Equal manner samples they will divide it. And D type, again, this is also D type. It is like your which type of output you want. If you want to integer or by default, you know the float, you can go ahead with the by default also. If you want to change it, you can give. Otherwise, you can use it. So basically, linspace method, when we talk about that, this method is used to generate the samples value. Like how the random method, we heard that, we already saw that random, right? The same way, it's a sample value, it will generate with the intervals. The meaning of intervals is nothing but interval. It will be taking like one, each and equal interval. If I start with 1 to 6, equal interval, it will make it in a division, and it gives the particular generation of, and by default generation, we are not generating. Compiler will generating the values with the interval. That is the meaning of your linspace. Now let's see in a code here how it's work. So basically the problem they give, create a 3x3 numpy array values that are spaced linearly in a specified interval. They already give you specified interval. So we can give the particular value here. Okay. Equals to np dot linspace. Now you can give your things, how many you wanted. I give the 5. See, if you observe that, I needed a 5 step, like 5 values here. That's what I give it. Start, I give 2, end, I give 10. And a 5 interval I needed. 5 interval. Okay. What is the meaning of this one? This is my start. This is my end value. And this is my 5 interval values I needed there. Now, as I won't give D type, by default is a float. As I told you, if you want to change it, you give the D type here. which we have a parameter. Now, when is a 5 interval, they equally divided 2, 4, 6. If you see the difference between 2 to 4 is 2, 4 to 6 is 2. Difference between 2 to 4, 2. 4 to 6, 2. 6 to 8, 2. 8 to 10, 2. And the 5 values. Whenever we use this method, they will divide the values in the week. It will be in an equal interval for that. This is how we are using the linspace in a NumPy. This is one more method which is used in a NumPy for that particular purpose. Now, differ upon the things, how you need to change it. If you, I'll keep some more value for hue, where I'll just use 1. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. Here you can, if you don't want to give this value, you can't, that also you can skip it. There is no compulsorily, you need to give the value particular thing. You can skip that and you can just go ahead and see. Here I give 10 and start from 5 till last. They just generated how many, because I won't give any values here for the intervals. So if you observe, they just go ahead and how many intervals they can equally segregate it, they give all the interval. Compiler will generate all the intervals there. This is how the linspace is for. Clear? Any doubts, guys? We'll go. I'll give you one more questions now. Done. This is done. Shall we go ahead and next question, next problem statement? At least let me give that. We'll see the solution in our next session. No issues. But what is the in Bhavani, the interval means difference. Means suppose I have a 10 rupees, okay, Bhavani, and I'm having a 2 cousins with a 4 cousins, then equal 4 cousins will be there. Yeah, sure, Dhanush, I'll share. Sure, dear, we'll do it tomorrow only. I'll give the problem as a task and you guys can come up with the solution. Tomorrow we'll see the solution. Just I'll give you the problem, okay? Srividya, is it okay? I know you guys have a work and all. That's why I don't fetch it that. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's a start and end. Yes. So basically what happened here, when we talk about the interval and all, interval will be the particular thing, the like, suppose I have a 10 rupees, I have a 4 cousins. So we have total 4. Now 10 rupees, I need to divide with the 4 people in the same way. Suppose I got 2 rupees. Everyone, if it is 2, it's not same. 2.5. If I got 2.5, my cousin, other 3 cousin also 2.5, which means 2.5, 2.5, 5, 2.5, 2.5, 10. Like that equal division we are doing for the linspace. That is how it's going on. By soon they will add it. Explain 10,5. See, this is also start and end. Okay, Indra. Start value will the 10. See the start value 10 point something. End value is a 5. Right. Start and end. It's going with the reverse order. Now, in that, how many interval they can generate? Compiler will generate. We can't count it. Compiler will generate in this equal division, because a random value is a confusion to see that. If you observe in this one, you get to the equal division will be there. You give 10,5. They will go ahead with the 10,5 with the equal division of the particular thing. Now you can give 5,10 also. It's not compulsory. You need to give that. You can give 5,10 also. Again, the equal division they will give. Equal division they give. See, the division will be equal, guys. And if you observe, the same values will be there. Just observe. That's why I keep it. Just observe the 5, 1, 0. Last line, just observe this 2 line. Equal division. Both are same. Equal division. But start and end, how it will be. But division will be the compiler generated value will be there with the equal division for the particular thing. This is how the linspace works. Clear? Let me give the problem, guys, before ending it. Okay, today. This is fine. Okay, done. As a task, you take this one. Okay, and tomorrow we'll see this solution. You come up with the solution. I will cross-check the solution in tomorrow's session. So first thing, give me a 2 minutes. Let me give the problem, Gangadhar, then I'll give you the drive link also. Create a 3x3 NumPy array and perform the following operations. Now, the first operation, indexing to, why I'm giving this problem, because we already learned today indexing and slicing. I want you to practice it, guys, because tomorrow when we go out with a different topic, you should not confuse with indexing. That's why that problem given as a task. And tomorrow we'll start with the solution for this, then we'll proceed. Indexing to get all the elements from the array, then negative indexing to get all the elements from the array, then slicing to get just 3 rows from the array. I sent you a request over a LinkedIn and your guidance. Sure, Jogendra, I will check that and I'll surely accept that too. I'll check. Sorry, I didn't check that. I'll check once and let you know about that. But anything you needed, Jogendra, just let me know. You can raise a ticket also regarding the operation team, regarding my help. I will help you that. I'm doing it. Give me a minute. Let me finish the question. Guys, I know. Give me a 5 minutes, guys. Be there in a 5 minutes. I'll go ahead because we started today by 7:10. That's why I'm taking 10 minutes extra because I need to just go ahead with the flow. Slicing to get the element at third row and second column. Okay, second column. Fifth, iterate over the multi-dimensional array to get all the rows from the array. 6, iterate over the multi-dimensional array to get all the elements from the array. Elements from the array. So that will be the problem statement for a day. So just go ahead and finish it this one and come up by tomorrow's session. We'll see the solution for this problem. Okay. So I'll just stop the session for a day here. If you have any doubts, let me know, folks, by now. And meanwhile, I'll upload this in a drive. Give me a minute. Let me save this file. So both the file I'll upload it, the NumPy working file as a hands-on file also. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing the drive link, cross-check. Yeah, link is shared. Yeah, I shared the link. Just cross-check. Did you guys able to open or not the link? Thank you, Shividya. And I hope you guys understand the thing. Indexing and slicing, guys, practice it. You'll get to know. Don't confuse too much. Don't go digging too much as well, because the thing was, you need to use mostly in 1D array in a real time. So 2D array, you should have a concept to know that. Just go ahead to explain how the particular thing is grabbing it. That is enough for you. Because your work will be morely focused on to manage the databases and all. But yes, you should know about the idea, how to manipulate that, how to use that too. So any doubts, anything, folks? Do you able to access the drive? I uploaded the both the things. Done, right? Discussion or empty array. I got, oh, sorry. Is that expected? I got zeros in the output. No. Empty array will be nothing. Sorry, I think I skipped that. I'll show you that. Thank you for remembering that. Empty array is nothing but when you are creating the array, you should not have any value. It's a blank one. That's all. You just want to create in this way. 1 second. Give me, guys, 1 minute. I think there is one problem. I skipped it. Yeah, empty array, right? What is 2 cross 2 empty array? It's we just needed np dot array. We needed 2 cross 2. 2 matrix. When we want a 2D matrix, we just create it with a 1 second. I need it in this way, but in a 2 cross 2. I should not have any value. Okay. Yes. We can use that also, and we can go ahead and here also we can do the changes. Yeah, Mahesh, I got it. The things also. I'll keep it from here itself. So the things we needed in the blank one, we don't want the extra things there. I'll just upload it this too. Yeah. No, this is again, it's give the one value. I don't want that to be there. Empty array would be the blank one. Okay, we'll see that. As of now, you just go ahead with that. We'll see that tomorrow session that to be. I'll included that. The 3 files in Google Drive, but I cannot download the last number. There will be the 3 file. Okay, let me check once now. Yeah, you just now I put it there. You can download that file. Once show problem statement. Problem statement? Okay. Problem statement is also there in that file itself also. Let me show me that 1 second. Yes, this is the problem statement. Fine. Nitin, you want me to share? It is up also, this file also uploaded in a drive. You guys can download it easily, the file, as well as if you are getting issue for that, don't worry. If Saurabh, I'm forwarding to the team also, they will upload it in your LMS soon. By today, it will be uploaded also. You can take from there also. So you'll get that. They will share with you guys. Fine. Okay, then. Anything else, folks, or we'll wind up then? Tomorrow's we will do this problem statement, Mahesh, and one more problem we'll do, and then we'll move to pandas. Tomorrow we'll start the pandas. We'll finish this 1-2 exercise and then we'll move to pandas. That will be the tomorrow's topic. Can't see. What is the issue? Yeah, sure, Bhavani. What is the issue? The main program start from pandas. Yes, Jogendra, pandas. Now we need to use the databases. Till now we are creating Jogendra database. Pandas, when I started, will be downloading the database and using that. I'm trying to save it. Okay. Bhavani, share your screen here. Let me help you. Others who is done, they can leave the session. No problem. I'm done with the things. I'm just helping the people who have issues. So if you want to be there, you can be there to see the troubleshooting. Otherwise, thank you for a day, folks. Bhavani, you have access. You can share your screen here. Let me help you. Let's see what is the issue. In LMS, where can I find the share? I think Aishwarya, can you check with the team once? They will guide you more better way, the support team. Bhavani, are you there? Yeah, it's loading. Okay, you're not able to share the file. What happened? Let me give me the access. Oh, give the name now. Analytic TV. Give the name. What name you want to save? Give the name. It's saved. Done. Thank you, Mahesh. I believe you understand the things whatever we discussed today. Done, Bhavani. That's all. Okay, dear. Good to go. Okay, then, guys. Thank you. I think anyone else have any issues, or shall we wind up then? If not, then I'll just wind up the session. No. Okay. Thank you, guys. Good day. See you tomorrow. We'll continue with the thing. Maybe you will get interesting on when we move to visualization. You can see the plots and all. You will enjoy that. Meanwhile, practice the thing, whatever we discussed. Thank you. Good day.